Oh, man. Woo! Back at it, man. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Welcome in, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for joining us this week.
Thanks for
man.
joining us, man. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks for all the love
All the love, man.
over the last
Audio
couple
and
weeks,
video.
man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, for sure. Man, it's been a long week, dude. It's been a long week for me. It's been an interesting week. There's been a lot of stuff going on. You know, just really super long. Long in the sense of
High emotions.
emotional, work wise. It's been long, man. You know,
You
just-
name it, I got it.
let's jump off, dude. Let's talk about the inauguration.
Yeah, man, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it,
Let's
man.
talk about
This is a very interesting inauguration.
Yeah.
Some great performances.
Yeah, well, I know you were at work. Did you get a chance to see
I saw
some of the highlights
I saw
and
some
stuff?
of the highlights,
Okay.
yes, for sure. I think Lady Gaga killed it, dude.
Yeah, man.
I think she did a phenomenal job. Biden, Harris, first woman,
Man.
black Asian woman.
Man.
I mean, we just hit all kinds of marks, dude.
Man. Yeah, man.
There's so many emotions in here, bro. Like, I think regardless of your ties to either party, like, I think as an American person, I think you should be proud that a woman got into
You should be.
office. You should be.
You should be.
I know. But I mean, just saying.
Yeah.
I would just say that's a huge mark, man, for
sure.
American history, dude. Chalk this one up in the history books.
You
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as another big dub, bro. Like, yeah, yeah. I thought it was very well done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially given the times. You know, I thought their emphasis on being multicultural. You know, having Howard University there, the band there, some of the speakers that they had there.
Right.
Lady Gaga killed it with her performance, killed it. Which, you know, it's one of those things, it's like with Lady Gaga, she's a phenomenal singer.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, she has a phenomenal voice.
does,
We've
yes.
never been able to take that away from her.
Right.
But it's just like, you never know what you're going to get. It's like the Madonna kind of like,
Yes, there you
deal.
go.
Like,
Yeah, it's like the new Madonna type of deal.
and look, I don't care if y'all hate me or not for this. Madonna could not sing, not nowhere near the way Lady Gaga can sing.
Right.
She can sing.
Right.
And she killed it.
Even though she makes pop music,
Didn't
it
do
just-
too
yeah.
much. Did not do anything. Like, didn't keep it super simple and like stay in the boundaries. It was just enough of her little flavor on there.
Right.
I thought it was very well done. I love the fact that they kept, bringing up, especially with Kamala, her, being the first woman, the first black Asian woman, to hold that title. And I just, really take all the other shit out of it. Take what we're gonna have to do moving forward. That is a part of it, and we'll kind of
Right.
dive into it a little bit. But just for history's sake, bro, like, that is dope for young women
Yeah, dude. It's
in
super
America
exciting,
and
very
young
exciting.
women in general, and young black women, Latino age, like, whatever.
Right.
Just young.
I'm excited to see a woman run. You know what I'm saying?
I am too. I am too.
I want to see that perspective, man. I want to see,
I think
either to be quite honest, man, either side of that aisle, bro. Like, either side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to see vice president, I think she's gonna do well. I have high hopes, anyways. We'll have to wait and see. But I'd love to see a woman president one day. I think this is a great stepping stone.
well, really, she she shoot herself in when that vacancy comes up. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, like I've been talking to people about it since then, and I'm like, yo, it's almost of the mindset of like, just don't fuck this up.
And that's the thing, dude. It's like
just don't fuck it up.
Please let there not be any crazy
on their part.
Right.
Now, look, here's the thing, bro. Politics is politics is politics. People are human and they're going to make mistakes.
Well,
they're gonna put things in there.
There's gonna be things that
and it's
you're gonna
not
be like,
not everything is for
decision?
everybody, bro.
Right.
People are gonna disagree.
Of course, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing with policies or whatever and going, I don't know about this one.
Right.
This might work, it might not, whatever.
Right.
You know,
or it might not work for you, but it works for somebody else.
Right.
Get it.
Whatever.
For sure.
And that's fine. We can have those discussions
all day, every day.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
And that's fine. I just don't want scandal stuff, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really don't want any scandal stuff happening.
Which I don't think there will be, bro. Like, I have a feeling.
I really hope not. You know,
and just seeing what Joe Biden did the first day, a lot of the executive orders
he
put in.
He did a lot of executive orders, bro.
He went to work.
He did a lot of executive orders, bro. So,
and there's a lot more that he can do. You know what I'm saying?
I think it was the busiest. If I remember correctly, it was the most executive orders any president did in. What was
like it started out with like 5, and then by the end of the day, it was like
but I think in
40,
I think
like
24 hours it was
crazy,
like broke records basically. Yeah. Not that he had to or anything, but obviously he has a plan, and we'll see what happens, man. I mean, you know. I'm definitely excited about like the environmental stuff, you know. For me personally, I that's just something, you know, I want to see change for sure.
The DACA, the Dreamers Act for the the non-citizens that are like going to school and stuff like that. You know. There's so much, man, that
there's so many, and again, we'll have to wait and see. What keeps keeps going,
and we'll tackle the. I mean, even though I don't like getting political, I don't like getting political in the sense that the argument shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, we can speak on things as we see them and give our opinions on, you know, what this man is doing and what you know Kamala's gonna do. And I'm excited, man. You know, it's gonna take a while. You know, so we got to understand that.
Again,
but if this is a precursor to what's going to happen, and at least like I was telling you, I was like, I just want to see effort. I want to see a continued effort of trying to get better.
Good. Yes, and that's really good. You know what?
If I see you trying to pass bills and laws that make sense, you know what I'm saying?
Even, you know,
and it gets shut down in the process, but I see you doing the work to make us better.
Again, boom. The work that I love seeing work being done, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Again,
facts.
Take out of you know, whether you agree or disagree with the certain executive orders he signed or whatever to see somebody work and trying to get work done and trying to work, you know, to move things forward, whether, you know, and again, we can have debates on whether to change here and there, yada, yada, whatever. But try to see that work instantaneously was really cool to see and really cool to witness and to watch.
For sure.
You know, really I really just admire that with anybody, dude. It doesn't have to be president. It could be with anybody, you know, even the people I work with and stuff like that. I love seeing people working, you know, and trying to get stuff done, you know, as somebody who's, you know, in a supervisor management role. That's all you ask for, dude, is just work, man. Just get some work done. Please, just get work done. We can have fun, you know, and chit chat and, you know, but let's just get some work done, man. Like, I love seeing that happen.
I agree.
You know, and then happen right off the bat. Okay, cool. Let's hit the ground running.
Yeah, let's hit the ground running and continue, you know. So, yeah, you know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what happens, you know, going from here on out, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. Next week will be our start of our Black History Month.
Nice. Yeah, it is.
So I want to, because I don't want to spoil too much of the because I think we want to dive deep into
It is next week.
Technically, it will be next week.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it will be the end of the week.
But the next episode that comes out, yes.
February.
So I was like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You should know. You got a special day coming up, buddy. Spoiled it for everybody. We're having a big party, by the way. It's everybody's invited.
No, you're not.
We're all gonna try to get COVID together. I'm just playing.
No, cut it out. Don't even play like that.
I'm just playing. But yeah, the Kamala Harris, man. Like, I know I kind of brought to you. I kind of want to deep dive into her and talk about a little bit more.
Yeah, man.
For our Black History, starting our, the thing that we like to do on this podcast, man. So
yeah,
look forward to that.
I look forward to just that whole month, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
because I love it because we, obviously we're not that old as far as the podcast, but we did it last year. We kind of just did it. It was almost on accident because we were researching something. It was like, oh, let's do this.
Right.
And I love it because, for those of you who didn't catch it, go back. It's in the way beginning of the videos. Go back and check it out. Last year's Black History Month, there's about three videos.
There's 3, yeah.
Because we kind of got on it a little late. This year we will hopefully have 4 videos. And what we do is we just basically pick some topics and we research them. Mm-hmm. And we've done it, Black inventors. We did
Women in History.
Daryl Davis. Women in History. Yep. So please make sure you tune in to the next few episodes, every episode, but really these next few are really fun. We like to really dig up some stuff that we had no idea about, or maybe we did know a little bit and we kind of just dive more into it. So,
and we had a plan.
Stay tuned in
for this month's for this year's Black History Month. Things kind of fell through, so we're kind of going back to kind of going back to that format where we were diving into some people in Black history. And dude, I'm already just excited, dude. Those were some of my favorite episodes that we've done.
Yeah, for sure.
First of all, I think that was the very first when we did the Daryl Davis one. If I'm not mistaken, that was our very first. We got lights, dude. So like the video actually looks
for
pretty
sure,
crispy,
bro. Yeah, it might be one of the first weeks we actually had lights. Yeah.
So, anyways, but I mean, it's so much fun to do those, and so I just want to kind of give a little promotion, man, for because they mean so much, man. Like I like you said, we love the research of this. They're fun. We learned something. Bring you guys something, learn from, and so super exciting, dude. Sure. Super exciting, bro. So,
I got a question for you, bro.
Okay.
We on a different road. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's take a different road.
Are we too sensitive today as a society? Meaning, are we just looking for things to be upset about? I think that's more and more. Are we just looking for shit? Are we?
I think this is an interesting subject because I think
I'm gonna take it from my perspective.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I think sometimes, not all the time, most of the time is warranted, but sometimes in the Black community, we see something and be, that's racist. Or they intended it to be that way. And or not even they, like, it could be something that just it's like, it's not even that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Like, it had nothing, like, that had nothing to do with this. And we found a way to make it work. And if you look at it just at surface value, you'd be like, oh yeah, it is. But then you go back and you start to really look into it, you're like, no, You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think everything offends us. Everything.
Yeah. So this is interesting because I think there's a point to be sensitive, right, about certain maybe vocabulary, right?
Right.
And that can be super offensive.
Right.
And whatever it is, right? That can be super offensive. I mean, take the word, literally take the word bitch, right? Now, the way you use that word can be super offensive sometimes. You know,
most of the time.
well,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be like, son of a bitch, you know, like, and not directed towards somebody, right? So, anyways, I guess it's a weird. To me, it's sensitivity it's like a double-sided coin. It's a double-edged sword trying to grasp.
So
like,
because
I think yes and no.
Okay.
To the question, I know that's damn it. I don't want it to be that way, but I think there's certain things that we need to be sensitive on.
Agreed.
You know, and we should be sensitive towards things that would offend. Take for instance the Washington Redskins, right, and them removing that name because it's offensive and it's sensitive to the Native American culture, right? Okay, cool. Let's take that out of that. That's a good thing to, listen to people who are sensitive about that. Obviously, it's racial slur anyways. So let's take it out of National Football League. Okay. But the other thing though is, I guess this is why you maybe brought this up, was sometimes you'll hear something about somebody saying something. Let me something just popped in my head. Like people got all sensitive and up in arms about Tom Cruise on the movie set that he was on just recently.
I remember that. And
people got really offended by that. And then I listened to that and I go, "Oh, what just happened? What happened? Why is everybody so sensitive?"
Right.
About, yeah, he got a little mad, but kind of rightfully so. Right? He saw some people grouped together as shooting a film going, "Hey, this is our livelihood here. Get away from each other we can still film
put
this
your
movie."
Put your mask on. Follow the protocols.
Follow the protocols.
Right.
People get sensitive about stuff like, and it's like, why? So see, what I'm saying is there's two sides to, there's sensitivity that needs to be addressed, and then I think there's oversensitive stuff, and
that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm saying like a mass majority of people are like this, like, but like getting offended by, like, okay, take for instance, Kamala Harris just did a thing for Vogue.
Okay,
I want to say, right? Have you seen it? She was on. I think she was on the cover of Vogue. I want to say.
I did not. I have not seen that.
Can you look at? You got your phone on you? Can you just look it up to validate it for me? Because I don't want to misspeak.
All right.
And Kamala Harris is already a light-skinned black female because of her heritage. She's black and Asian, right? And on the Vogue cover, she was a little bit light. They used the lighting and all that shit. And they were like, oh, they whitewashed her. And then they were like, you couldn't dress her up better. I'm like, that's her swag. Like, we're just looking for shit. To me, I'm like, now we just looking for shit.
It is Vogue, by the way.
It is Vogue, right?
Yeah, it's Vogue.
And did you see the cover? I'm like, it just looks like lighting to me. It's like, okay, there's some lighting. Yeah, I mean, but they do it to everybody.
They do it to everybody.
They do it to everybody. It's not. It's you know what I mean. And the way she was dressed, she's the freaking vice president. You don't think she had a choice in what she wanted to wear? She was like, yo, I don't want to do all that.
Right.
give me one of my suits and let me put my Chucks on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like sometimes we're just like going for stuff. It's like, okay, come on now. That's not a real. These are real issues over here. Now we just looking for stuff.
Right.
And there are times in the media where the media will change, the perception, the image.
Yes.
To make you look, especially when it comes to minorities. You know what I mean? Whether they change it for the negative by announcing your criminal history before they announce the noble thing you did.
Right.
Ex-con saves 5 people from dying in a fire. Why couldn't it just be Demetrius Johnson from, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why does it have to be an ex-con? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or in images, they will kind of tone you down. In movies, they'll do it. You know what I mean?
Speaking of like dressing, the kind of threw a thought in my head. And do you remember when the Obamas were, Obama was office and Michelle Obama, and I feel like I saw it now. Every time she stepped out, they always said, "Oh, she's wearing something from Ross. She's wearing something from it was always." And then somebody would be next to her, or one of her aides, or there would be somebody she met, and they'd be like, "Why is she can wear something from Ross, but they have to wear Gucci, or whatever, they're wearing something a little bit more expensive or whatever." And it's like, who cares what they're wearing? Like, that perception of the media. I'm just saying the media will.
Well, yeah.
What I'm saying is the media will portray something, right? I'm just using this as an example of like trying to make something out of nothing.
Right.
And then what does it do? It makes people go, "You're right. Why is that person doing that?"
Right.
And then they get sensitive over it. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's like, just pump the brakes a little bit. It's just close. And what somebody wants to spend their money on, let them, if they have the bread to wear a Gucci or Louis Vuitton or Prada or whatever, well, they could do whatever. So.
Hey, man, real quick question, man. You got weights in your hands today or something? God damn, boy. You fucking.
Sorry.
Cobra Kai over here. Fucking Daniel's son over here. God damn, chill out. I was playing. I'm fucking with you. I'm like, damn, you about to break the table, boy, over here. Sensei Zeke over here. Chill out. Yeah, all right.
Karate chop this thing.
Cobra Kai 3 coming out soon. Gray Space version.
Shoot, man.
But
yeah, sensitivity.
I think people, bro, like.
And we live
I think our sensitivity to comedians, bro, is like through the roof. Like, comedians can't say shit now.
It's so interesting.
Like, when we were kids, bro,
I did.
Like, Bernie Mac could not exist. Like, a new version of Bernie Mac could not exist in today's world.
Dude,
a new version.
Take any of those.
Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, like early Eddie Murphy, bro.
Oh my god, dude, no way.
Would not survive today.
No way. It's just
the only comedians that are surviving like that, like they've been in the game 20 plus years.
Right. But and we're living in such a cancel culture.
Yep. We were talking about that.
And again,
it's like y'all can't say shit.
Again, that falls into that sensitivity thing. Like, whoa, you're not allowed to say it. But wait a second, I think we're drawing weird lines in the sand.
Can't say nothing, bro.
With people, and it's like, dude, God forbid we say something on this show. Right, and not.
Dude, we're always. I mean, we always kind of like talk to each other, but like, man, like we gotta dial it back sometimes. Like,
yeah, dude,
because like our conversations, like and now people are gonna be like, no, just fucking say it now. You know what I mean? But like, we really dive into shit, and I'm always like, damn, I wish we could go as deep as we, when we get into our conversations. But there's some shit that might offend some people.
Right.
You just don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
right. You just don't know.
You just don't know. So
so again, it plays into. So this is kind of now transition to almost censorship in a sense, right? Of like you censor yourself, right? Because you're like, oh, man, I don't know if I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. Now, and to me, I kind of don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense.
Well, especially for comedians, like, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're a comedian, your job is to take the harshest things in life and make jokes out of them, make them funny so that it is not as painful as it normally is. The best comedians take real fucking life, things that are going on, whether in their lives, in the world, and they joke about them so that not to make them less serious, to make them less painful.
And to laugh about yourself.
Right.
Like, there are so many times, man, like, you know, a comedian will be talking and it doesn't have to be like racial but it'll be something very specific about an action and you're like, oh man, that's me. And then you laugh at yourself because you're like, man, yep, I do that for sure. You know, and we've lost touch with laughing at ourselves too. Like, it's okay to laugh at yourself. It's okay to, you know, realize that you are that person. And there are some real life things that comedians will touch on.
Yeah.
But they make you laugh about it. It's a joke. They're not up there being a pastor. They're not doing a sermon. Right. You know, they're up there to make you laugh. That is their job.
Well, and here's the other thing too, bro, is like, and I'm just sticking to comedians, but it's a good way to make the point of sensitivity, right? Is that people have so much access to these people now. Like, one of my favorite comedians, as you know, is Tony Baker. One of my favorite comedians. I think he's phenomenal, really. I mean, just to me, a comedic genius. Yeah. He's just everything he does is funny as shit, right? And people attack him daily. And it's like, and he'll call him out, like, look at this dude calling me, you know, look at this dude. And, you know, but it's made everybody a heckler. It's made everybody have an opinion. Dude, yeah. How come you're talking about that? How come you're talking? You know, he talks about a serious issue. You know, you should keep your mouth shut. Da, 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 da. You're offending people out here. Like, who's he offending? He's talking his truth. Nothing he said. And if you're offended, you know, whatever. But he's not saying anything that's offensive.
Right.
You're just offended.
Right.
He's not saying anything, you know, talking about negative towards a race or towards a gender or anything like that. And he gets attacked all the time. Ryan Davis, another one of my favorite comedians, all the time. And it's just like people are they have so much access to people now that they just, like, they have to have a reaction. Like, they have to say something.
Right.
They have to say something, which in a sense, it's made them sensitive to everything they receive. It's like they have to have a reaction. They have to like it. They have to comment. They have to dislike it. You know what I mean? They have to have a fucking reaction, which has made people sensitive to everything. Right. Everything. It's like sensory overload. Like, if it doesn't make me happy, then how do I feel about it? Well, I've got these choices to choose from.
Right. Yeah. So,
you know what I mean?
I'm going to take it and be offended by it.
Happy, sad, mad, mad, and comment sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, sad, comment mad. You know, so I just think it's
just like that Dave Chappelle, the LGBTQ thing that he did on his, I think it was his last stand up, and he got up in arms. It was a few ago. Yeah. Whatever, but got up in arms about that, you know, and I was like, man, like, I don't know, man. I think it's funny, but again, again, right? Like, but he wasn't saying like it wasn't like really like putting him down or being like, you know, it's a joke, dude. Like, I don't know. It's just a joke. And if you watch that, there's so much other stuff that he joked about. I mean, it's the, what's his name that was on the show? Jesse,
oh, yeah.
that was hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. But that was about his own race.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, it's not like stuff is not untouched. It's
No.
all, it's like the broad spectrum.
Bro,
of
there's a-
like touched. Of
remember
like,
the
here,
Joe
I'm making
Coy?
fun of this. It's good and
Exactly.
funny. Let's all laugh at each other because it's all funny. Every bit of it is funny. You guys have your things. We have our things. You guys have your things. Let's all laugh about it.
Right.
Because it's all ridiculous. It's all silly. Just quit being sensitive about stuff and just laugh
Well,
about
and what's
stuff.
so funny, normally 99% of the time, within all of that, you see how similar we are. So you took time to like
Yes, if
not
you
read,
really-
and I'm not just
yeah.
saying comedians. I'm just saying with any type of news,
Right.
anything that gets posted, you know, an issue of this comes out, we gotta have an opinion about it. We gotta have an opinion about it. We see this on the news, we gotta have an opinion about it. We have to say something. And now that we have the ability to get on a mini computer and use our thumbs like freaking attack weapons, you know what I'm saying? Like it just makes it empowers people to be sensitive,
But
overly
also,
sensitive.
Also, you have something you're hiding behind too, though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're not doing it face to face with. Now there are people that do, but I'm just saying for the most part, like
Nah.
you said, you're using your thumbs. You're on the keyboard.
Hey.
You're typing, and what do you? You're behind basically an invisible wall.
Thumbsters,
that
bro.
that they
Thumbsters.
can't see. So you're like, oh yeah, I can say whatever I want and be offended as I want and scream the loudest that I
Thumbsters,
want.
Thumb gangsters, bro. Thumbsters.
Coin that. I like it.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know, bro.
But they do. People love. The problem is that, you know, if you had a real issue with something, you know, you really talk about it face to face with the person and not on. Now, I know a lot, you know, if you're trying to get a hold of celebrity, they ain't. Anyways, what I'm saying though is if you're offended by, like, say, me and you, we would have a conversation about it and be like, man, I'm not sure about that.
But
You
I
know?
also think, bro, like even
I
if you're
wouldn't just
offended by
I
a
wouldn't just-
magazine,
I wouldn't just text you and be like, hey, you're an asshole because this, you know, I would never do that.
right?
You know, to somebody.
I agree with you. But I also feel like if you're offended by something that's come out in the media or from a media personality, right? I think like in the past you would have the time to like kind of take it in. And I know we've talked about this ad nauseum, which is like do your research, but like you've always had that opportunity to be like, well, no, it actually wasn't that bad. Like now it's just like boom,
Right.
right here, right now is how I'm feeling.
Right.
And you haven't even processed your feelings.
Right.
You haven't even processed the information that
Man,
you just
that's-
received
That's really good, dude.
to even know how you feel about it. So it's
Right.
like, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's where the sensitivity part comes in, is where you're just so quick to attach it to something, to some feeling, or to a prior experience, or to something you saw 2 days ago, or whatever. You just need to attach it to something. And it's like, nah, bruh, chill, look at it, think about it, and
There you
then
go.
be like,
Think about it.
you know what? That shit was offensive, actually. And here's why.
And here's why it is. Yeah, you go.
Here's why.
Yes.
Here's why this pissed me off.
But people have short fuses, or you
Man.
know, quick to react instantaneously and want to spew shit, and it's more
Or
shit.
even on the other side, they'll support something.
Right.
That's a whole nother thing, but you know what I'm saying? But they'll support something just like boom and haven't done the research. So, which
Right.
we've talked about. So yeah, I just think people are too sensitive, bro.
I do too, man. I think.
As a whole.
I think you're right. I think as a culture today, we are way more sensitive than we used to be. I think there are definitely things we should that I'm glad we've put in check. You know, but I feel like we've crossed over somewhere, and I'm like, bro, where does this really? Where does this end? Where, like, are we allowed to say, you know, damn anymore? You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
like
but okay,
the sensitivity
boom.
of
Yo,
that.
check this out. This is what's crazy about this shit, right?
Okay.
Now that you just said that, I was watching. I think we were watching TV. We were watching TV the other day. Or TV was on. We were cooking, doing shit, and it was like TBS or TNT or something was on. It was like Law and Order or something, whatever. Right? It's a regular TV show, and they were like, ass, shit, bitch. Like, they say all this shit on TV, but we sensitive about shit. Like, they used to blank out everything when we were kids, bro.
Everything. I mean,
I remember the first time I heard "damn" on the radio. I was like,
saying.
"What?"
Wait,
Yo, they
like,
tripping.
They allowed to say "damn"?
Right, they trip. They say all that. They say it all on like regular ass TV, regular radio now.
Oh yeah. I mean, even late night TV though, from what I understand,
Bro,
will we'll use the F word on like after 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It's free for all.
It's gone.
Yeah, there's no more censorship.
Or like
anymore.
when they do this, when somebody says asshole and they blank out the hole, they're like, "Hey, don't come at me, ass beep," and you're like,
like why?
The hole is offensive. The actual hole, the hole. Not the entire ass. Just the hole. Okay. The butt cheeks are fine. Don't spread them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about
bro,
here?
Dude, that's too
like,
much,
for
bro.
like, it's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Again, though, like, I don't know, dude. Like, this is a whole this is a whole nother rabbit hole. Maybe we'll go down it one of these days.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how can you censor that type of shit? And so,
but like,
we're not sensitive to that, but we're sensitive to like every other thing. Like, coaches can't coach kids anymore. We get sensitive about that.
Yeah, it's so interesting how words have.
Don't yell at my kid.
Yeah, how words have evolved into.
He sucks.
See, sucks is a bad word, dude. Don't say sucks. Can't say sucks.
Well, yeah, you can't say it to the kid, but you know when that motherfucker go home, be like, "Hey, man,
your kid sucks." By the way,
number 8 sucks,
dude.
No,
man.
I'm just playing.
But
all jokes, all jokes. They're like, "Man, you terrible with the kids."
You can't do that. You can't joke like that, dude.
Oh yeah,
I
sensitive.
took offense to that, dude.
Yeah, I know you will.
You can't.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's what you took offense. Your kid probably sucks. Okay. Just be real.
Oh, jeez.
Put him in a different sport, okay? Put him something else.
But I agree with you though,
You know
like in the sense of being too sensitive, bro.
Yeah.
Like I really think as a culture we've just gone. I just don't. What bothers me about it is where are we gonna just stop? Like, is everything just gonna be offensive at one point?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We won't be able to say anything to each other anymore.
No.
You know, that's what kind of scares me because I think it's, you know, we have a language for a reason to express ourselves, right? And whether
we can't open communication and then be offended by everything somebody communicates.
everything, right? And it's like we just need to calm down just a tad
We're so
bit.
offended that we don't, like I said, that we don't. Like, we got to be able to receive the information first before we make a judgment on what we're going to do with it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm
We got to think about it. You got to use your brain, man.
That is another Dreism.
You got to use your brain, bro. You got to use your brain. Man, we on the clock, dude. We got to go.
Oh, shit. What time is it?
It's about that time,
Yeah,
man.
we got like maybe 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Oh man, matter of fact, let me look.
You know, we kicking it a little bit after this, so
Yeah, y'all know I'll be on my battle rap.
But anyways, you know what, you guys, man, obviously be on the lookout for our Black History Month episodes coming up, man. I cannot wait. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. It's gonna be freaking awesome, man. We're gonna have some good ones.
I got a great idea.
Did you want to share it?
No. just pay attention to the reviews coming up in February.
Cool.
I got a great idea. It just dropped in my head, boy. About to be crazy,
Nice.
baby.
Nice. Anyways, man, that's all I got. You guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there, man.
Yes, and as always, this is the Gray Space.